So what you need for this recipe, you're going to use the ginger, and this is the ginger I'm going to use, and I'm going to use my cloak seed. I don't know if I'm pronouncing the name correctly, but it's cloak seed. This is what I'm going to use as spice, which is very good. I use this one to do mouthwash, and I have my blender, I have my container where I'm going to put my ginger. This is the rubber that I'm going to use to mix everything. So whenever I buy my vegetables and fruits, I always make sure I soak them in a water of baking soda just to get rid of all the chemical and the bacteria, because I have allergic problem. So I've done that, and now I'm just going to rinse the ginger. If you want, you can peel off the skin. I am not going to peel off the skin. I'm just going to peel certain parts that does not look so nice, but I'm not going to peel off the skin. But it's all about choice. You can peel off the skin if you want to. So I'm just going to cut the ginger into tiny pieces so that it's easy to blend, because when you cut the ginger into tiny pieces, it's much more easier to blend. And I'm gonna do that. Ginger beer is one of the most favorite drink in my country, in Sierra Leone. We use it to make ice. They use it to make ice. They use it. You can make ice with it. We have ginger tea for in the raining season when the weather is cold, when people are sick. You can use ginger to make ginger tea, or you can also just blend the ginger on its own without adding any water and just get the pure ginger water. Is also very good for like when you have like a soft throat, like when you have cold. That one is very good. With that one, you don't need to add any water. You just make sure you have a lot of ginger, blend all the ginger into your blender, and then take it out and then squeeze out the water. That one is very good. Mix with honey and some lemon. Very good for cold, when you have cold in your throat. Super nice, super good. But with this one, we're just going to add water because we want to make drink from this one. We're going to make drink, but I'm not going to put my own drink in a freezer. I don't want it to get like an ice block. No, because we're in the winter season in Holland. I don't want something cold anymore, because if not, I'm going to get sick. So I'm just going to cut all the ginger. I just want to have something to drink, because the ginger is very spicy, and then the cloves seed is also very spicy. So mixing these two together is also very good for the throat. If you have cold, it's very good for the throat. It's very good, and I really like it. So that is why I'm mixing these two, and this is how they make it in my country as well. But if you also want to use the clove seed on its own, you can also boil it, make a tea. Clove tea, like boiled hot water and add it and make tea. That one is also very good. If you want, you can do that. Yeah, but I use the clove tea to make toothpaste, to make mouthwash, which is very good. I use that to make mouthwash, especially when you have toothache or you have a bad breath, you have smelly mouth. You can use that as well. It's very good. So now I'm just going to blend the ginger. I didn't put all the ginger because it was a little bit too much. So as the first one is blending, I'm going to add the rest of the ginger little by little, so that everything blends very smoothly. I really love this this mini blender of mine. It's very good. Like, it's so small, but it's so good. It blends stuff really nice. I'm just going to blend that. Make sure you have to make sure everything blends very nice. That is the key. The key is blending when it comes to making ginger beer. Make sure you blend it very nice. And I'm gonna do that. Just keep on blending, and when you see that the ginger is already like this, the thing is very tiny, everything has blended, and then you're gonna put it in a water, drain it out, and then you're ready to mix the ginger. When it comes to sugar, you can choose to add a lot of sugar. You can choose to add not so much sugar. This one, I choose not to add a lot of sugar. I just use a little bit of sugar, which was okay. A little bit go a long way. You don't need a lot of sugar. So now I'm just going to pour the ginger into this container, and then I'm going to add water. I'm just going to add water into it to my own satisfaction. I'm not going to add like a whole bunch of water, just a little bit. You guys can see. just a little bit, and I'm just going to take a spoon and mix everything together. So now I'm just going to put the blender at the side, make sure I clean the area, because I really like to, when I'm cooking or doing anything, I like to do it in a cleaner area, you know. So I'm gonna mix that, and I have two of this rubber, this gray rubber. I have two of them, so I'm going to use the other one to drain out the ginger. So now I'm going to use also the shifter, that one. I'm going to use it to just drain everything out, make sure I get all the water. And then I'm also going to drain it again for the second time, but I'm going to use this white cloth on top of it. But that one you guys will see it very soon. Now I'm just going to squeeze the ginger and make sure I squeeze all the juice out. Make sure I squeeze everything out. Just squeeze it out. Yeah, as you guys can see, I like my ginger to be very hot. I don't like my ginger to be, no, I like it to be very hot. That's the reason why I didn't add a lot of water, because I want the ginger to be very hot. Like when I have cold, when I'm drinking it, I want my throat to feel good, you know. I want my throat to feel good. That's the reason why I didn't put a lot of water. So now I'm just going to rinse this container, and I'm going to drain it again for the second time, and I'm going to use a cloth so that I get rid of all the tiny pieces of the ginger that is in. I'm going to use that shifter again. I'm just going to rinse it out, make sure I get all the ginger out, all the excess ginger out. And then now I'm going to take this cloth. This is something I always use whenever I'm doing my ginger or doing anything that I need to drain. So now I'm just going to take that, and I'm just going to drain it for the second time, so you guys can see. So I put it in the shifter and make sure that it's drained, so you guys can see the excess ginger that is. So now this is ready and clean. The ginger is ready. So now I'm gonna add some clove seed. You can add as much as you want. Like I said, I like my ginger to be very hot and spicy. And the longer you leave the clove seed and the ginger to sit together, the spicier it becomes, the more hot and spicier it becomes. And that is what I love about it. That is what I love about it. Now we're going to add sugar. Like I said, I'm using a tablespoon, the little spoon, the teaspoon. I'm just gonna add sugar and then mix it and then taste it if it's enough. You can add as much sugar as you want or as little as you want. I'm not going to add a lot of sugar, just because you guys know sugar is not very good for the health. It's not good for your health. So I'm just adding little by little and taste it and see how it goes. But I really want it to be very spicy. So you guys can see I do have a lot of clove seed in it, and yeah, I'm just gonna keep on mixing. If you want the ginger not to be very hot and spicy, you can add more water into it, but I like it to be very hot and spicy. And yeah, and I feel like it's good. So right now I feel like the sugar taste is okay. It's not super hot. So now it's time to put the ginger into the container. I'm gonna use this orange, I forgot the name. I'm gonna use this to pour the ginger into the container so that I don't mess everywhere. I'm just going to take a cup and I'm just going to build it, and I'm just going to pour it into the container so you guys can see. So I'm going to put this container down. I'm actually not going to drink it on the first day I make it. I'm just going to leave it to sit down for a day or two, and then let the clove seed and the ginger actually soak into each other. And then when you're ready to drink it, it's gonna be very spicy. When I say spicy, it's gonna be very hot, and I love that hotness because it's so good. It makes my throat feels good. So now this one is full, and I'm going to take the next container. I'm going to fill it up. So I'm gonna have 1.5 container of ginger beer. So guys, this is it. This is what I get out of the ginger. I got 1.5 bottles. So I hope you all like this video. If you guys do, please do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and on my Facebook like page. All the links will be down in the description box. Team Fullest, thank you guys so much for your love and support. Peace out. Bye.